Vanakkam my friends, how are you? This is Bala. One more video that I would like to bring from this beautiful space of Auroville. If you like to join us in one of our yoga courses, please do send us a message. And also after this video, if you feel that this served you, it's time for you to share that joy with everybody else. Today's video, we are going to start by standing in an upright position. What makes us human? There are two things that makes us human. One is finding traffic lights in a captcha and the second one is our possibility to stay on foot in bipedal. From a quadrupedal forefoot, we became humans by bringing us onto the legs, and most of the asanas today we will focus on the standing asanas. And we, as usual, we start by bringing our hands in Anjali Mudra, closing your eyes, allowing the mind to settle in the body. And let's begin and end sessions with an Om. Inhaling. Bringing the hands to the third eye, the seat of intuition between your eyebrows. Bringing the hands to the level of our heart, preparing your palms. And bring the warm palm to your closed eyelids for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently releasing the hands. So we are going to continue the warm-up and everything in a standing position. And of course, I'm going to use sun salutation format to bring in the flow to this workout. And we start by stretching the hands to the level of your shoulders, and you start flicking your fingers like as if you wanted to take out the water particles from your finger. And what makes us human is opposable thumb. So go for warming up your thumb in one direction, and we are going to move our fingers and joints of your knuckles and fingers, all of them can be up. And we are going to make a fist, and we are going to rotate our fist in one direction and in counter direction, and fingers up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down. And we are going to go for ulnar deviation, radial deviation. The movement is happening at the level of your wrist for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are going to bend the elbow, open the elbow for 7. We are warming up our elbow joint. So when you are doing the upper body, see how is your leg. You are not changing anything, just we are going to look at how is our body, how is our standing position. Maybe you are looking like this, you are standing like this, and maybe you are not having a strong core, you are looking like this. So the intention for the day is to grow taller by putting the foot into the mat, yeah. And we continue our upper body, and we warm up our shoulders in one direction and in counter direction. And we are going to release both the hands out, interlocking your fingers, sending the palm up, grow taller. Your palm wants to take you towards the sky, and your foot wants to hold you into the ground. And feel the axial extension of your spine, keeping the right hand up, release the left hand to the side. You can use the hand on your hips gently. We are not pushing the hips out of its alignment, keeping the hips there. See if you can go for axial extension. Center. We release this hand before we drop. We first axially extend the hand, and we are going to drop to open your side obliques. Come to center, and we bring the hands on your hips, and we are going to move our hips in one direction and in counter direction. Very good. Now we bring the focus to our leg. We are going to keep the big toe on the mat, lift all the toes, make a lot of gap and put all the toes. So remember, like how you can do with your fingers, you can do with your foot as well. You are opening as much as possible, you are tucking the pelvis in, and I am shifting my weight right to left. I am not moving my legs, only I am moving my hips like I am a tree in a windy day. This allows me to relax my knee joint, relax my hip joint. Now I shift my weight completely to the right leg, keeping the alignment in. I lift my left leg out and I point my toes, flex my toes, point, flex, point, flex, one more point, one more flex, inversion, eversion, inversion, eversion, inversion, eversion, and I am going to rotate my ankle in one direction. If you really look at my class, I spend a lot of time in warming up the body, because without warming up the body, without bringing mobility and flexibility to the body, if we start doing asanas, then it can be detrimental by bringing injury to our body. And we are warming up the knee by just kicking in. And I am going to release this leg. We come back to this leg for warming up one more time. And we are going to shift the weight to the left. And we are going to release the right leg. And we start by pointing, flexing, point, flex, point, flex, flex, point, flex, point, flex, inversion, eversion. And keep growing taller. Feel the foot. The big toe has all your weight, so that your inner arch of the foot is all the arches of the foot is keeping you aligned and you are having balance. When I talk about balance, I am losing the balance. Yeah? That's the dichotomy of life. And we wanted to warm up your knees. Beautiful. Release this foot. So keep the weight to your right leg, lift your left leg, and we go for adduction, abduction. One of the hip mobility work that we keep forgetting is that our hip can do this adduction and abduction. To have a very nice strong standing position, adduction and abduction of the hip is very important, because that brings mobility to our hips, so that we can feel this strength. And we are going to go for the other leg. Adduction, abduction, adduct, abduct, adduction, abduction, adduct, abduct, adduction, abduction, one more adduct, one more abduct. This leg comes in, and then shifting the weight to the right, we are lifting the left leg for internal, external rotation of your left hip joint. So you should feel the movement in this hip. 3, 2, and 1. And we go for the other side, internal and external rotation of your hip for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are doing balance in both the legs, so that one of the leg is not super stressed, and we are going to go for larger rotations of your leg, so that you can have a very nice hip mobility work, because without the mobility of the glutes, hamstring and the legs, stretching of the legs becomes impossible. And we go for the other side. And I hope you are enjoying the natural sound around us, because we are very happy to bring this work from an outdoor environment here in Oroville, this international town where nature is part and parcel of our day-to-day life. And we are going to go for the other side. If you have not changed legs, I have changed legs. When I started talking about Oroville, I sometimes start forgetting to give instructions. So let's keep your eyes glued to the mat, so that you don't miss out if I am changing something. So we start our flow with sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. We are going to go for the classical sun salutation, so that we can warm up a bit more. I am not going to go for the classical versions. I am going to already modify it, so that we can have the hamstrings and the leg part worked out. Toes touching, heels touching. Inhale, arms up, arch back, Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg goes back, drop your knee. If you have been in my class, you know what's coming. We are going to push our hips forward and back, increasing the warmth of your legs. What happens when you move a joint? Why mobility comes before flexibility is by moving the joint, we are engaging the muscles. The joint itself is not moving, it's the movement of the muscles that moves the joint. So by moving the joint, by bringing mobility, by bringing freedom, we bring the possibility to become flexible. Next time when you keep the hips back and we try to bring the chin towards your knee or in that direction, opening this. If your leg is bent like this, you might like to use a hand to go deeper. And we stay there for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up, slide the leg, push the hips forward, plant your palms, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, send the other leg back in a nice plank. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Open your leg like a V. I will be just moving towards the side to give you a front view. Every sun salutation, I'm going to just change to the side so that you can look at my look at the asanas in a much better way. We are going to lift our right hand up and we are going to use the left hand and pull your right hand so that you get a very nice axial extension. At the same time, we are getting a good release. If you are releasing this part, you are also releasing the hip flexor muscles for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands. Go onto your toes. Open your heels. Drop your leg down. And you're going to shift your weight to the right, left, right, left, right, left. Shift your weight to the right leg. Use your left leg and try to bring the left heel as high as possible. For some of us, this is where we are. For some of us, we can keep the knee perpendicular. You can keep the leg as much perpendicular, rooting the leg, and we can go for Vrikshasana, tree pose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing these hands, releasing the leg, open the leg, go onto your toes, bring the heels together, bring the toes together. You will be looking at the front. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, left leg back, drop your knee, and you know what's coming. Warming up your hamstring for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we are going to push the hips back, straightening the leg, wriggle your leg right and left to get more mobility so that your hamstring can give you a very nice stretch for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up, slide the hips back, pushing the hips forward, planting the palms, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, send the other leg back, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Open your leg like a toe. Release your left hand up. Grab your left wrist using the right hand and open your side obliques for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to center. Release the hand. Go onto your toes. Open your hips. drop your heels down, and you shift your weight to the right, left, keeping your left leg firm. We wanted to do Vrikshasana on the right leg. If you are here, you are here. If you are here, you are here. You know what is your availability? Is your availability, and the only way to improve the availability is showing up, making discomfort. One of the raw materials that we have is uncomfortability, discomfort, and you can always, by working now, you can use that raw material to make comfort zones. 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hand, slide your leg, go onto your toes, bring the heels together first, close your toes, and we are going to continue. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back, holding your breath. Other foot back. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are going to swing the right leg between your hands. You adjust your back leg so that you arrive into the setup for pyramid pose. I want my navel to face forward. If I can have both legs straight, I have both legs straight, and I walk my fingers away to the back of the mat, if that is possible, to keep my chin towards my knee or in the direction. For some of us, we might have to bend the leg. Maybe for others, we are going to straighten the leg for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Walk the fingers to both the sides of your front foot. Bring the front knee on top of your front ankle, and you start lifting the leg up. Try to doing standing split. If you know me, you know that I'm not perfect with my poses, but I know progression is the only way to arrive there. And we stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Bend your front leg to drop your back leg. Send the other leg back. Vinyasa of our own choice. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right foot forward. Other foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Open your leg like a V. Go onto your toes. Open your leg. And we arrive in open hip position. If you need to adjust your leg, you are always welcome to adjust your leg. Now we wanted to shift the weight to the right leg. Lift your left knee, interlock your fingers on your left knee, and you go for complete flexion of your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Some of us can bring the hands to the back of the thigh and straighten the leg. Some of us can bring the one hand to the opposite or to the hips, and the other hand grabs the big toe, and you gently start straightening your leg. For 7, try to put this leg down, lift your upper body up. 6, 5, 4, 3, have a smile on your face. 2, and 1. Bend your leg, release this leg, go onto your toes, bring the heel in first, square the leg, and we continue with the left side. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, left leg back, holding your breath. Other foot back. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. You are going to lift the left leg up to the sky for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. swing the left leg to the side, to the between your palms. Adjust your back leg so that you are in a nice pyramid pose. You have to bend the leg, bend the leg. Try to keep the back leg straight and adjust your bent front leg according to your possibility. And when the pose time is right, if you can bring the chin towards your knee or in the direction, releasing the hands and removing the fingers to the back and staying here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Planting the palms, shifting the weight, knee on top of your ankle, and lifting that back leg, which would be your right leg up, and try to bring your chin towards your knee or in the direction. Use your hand judiciously in a place that gives you more balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, head up, bend your front leg, drop your back leg, send the front leg back. Vinyasa of our own choice. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, samasthiti. Open your leg like a V. Go onto your toes, open your heels, put the heels down, and you gently shift the weight. And we wanted to shift the weight to the right leg and lift the left leg, and sorry, it would be the left side. Shift the weight to the left side, lift your right leg, interlock your, and we are going to have a nice flexion of the hips, and you continue to stay here. You can go for grabbing the thigh and trying to do that. Otherwise, you grab the toes from the inside and you stay here. I'll see if I can change my vision to look at you. I can continue my balance. Balance is where your drishti is, your vision is. So have a fixed gazing point, normally in the front. That is really good. For 5, try to feel the strength. Try to avoid over bending your back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the leg, drop that foot, go onto your toes. First bring the heel together and toes together. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg goes back, holding your breath. Other foot back. Exhale, knee, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips and looking under your armpit for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Closing your leg. Bring the shoulders on top of your wrist. Bring your right elbow, right knee on top of your left right elbow, and you see if you can go for modified kakasana. If that is not possible, you are going to see if you can bring the knee here and hold it here. Remember, it is your practice. Arm balancing is what I consider it as circus. So you don't have to do it if you are not there yet. Swinging your right leg forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, samasthiti. Open your legs like a V. Go onto your toes. Open your hips, drop your hips, and you shift your weight to the right, left, right, left, right, left. Shift your weight to your right leg, and I'm very happy here to go for Vrikshasana. If this is where you are, otherwise releasing the opposite hand to your hips, same side hand grabs the big toe, and I shift my weight vision to the side, and I see if I can open to the side for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the vision forward, bend the leg. If this is not possible, you can hold your leg like a thigh. On the other side, I will face towards the camera so that you can understand how this works. Drop the foot down, go onto your toes, bring the heels together, bring the toes together. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, left leg back, holding your breath. Other foot back, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bend your knee, stack your hips, looking under your armpit for 7. How are you, everyone? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Square your hips. I'm very happy here. Bringing my shoulders on top of my wrist. I'm very happy here. Bringing my elbow here. I'm very happy here. Or I bring my left knee on top of my left elbow. I go for a funky curve. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the foot. Vinyasa of our own choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Open your leg like a V. Go onto your toes, open your heels, put the foot down, and I'm going to shift my weight to the right, left. Again, I can only keep the left leg down. This is more than enough. This is another option. If you can grab the toes, and you open for the side one-legged pose for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unwinding yourself. And we are not going to edit the video because all my falls only proves that I'm human and there is a lot of possibilities, lot of practice that we all should do together. And we are going to go onto your toes, bring the heels together, bring the toes together, preparing for the other side. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, right leg back, holding your breath. Other foot back, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. Bend your knee, stack your hips, looking under your armpit for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Square your hips. Swing your right leg between your palms, adjust your back leg for a pyramid pose. I'm very happy here. I don't have to go anywhere. Whatever leg is in front, that hand stays on the outside and I use the other hand for twist. Maybe I have a mobility to bring the hands on top or to the inside edge and I go for a twisted pyramid for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your vision, planting the palms to both the sides, bending both the legs to send the front leg back. Vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale down, right foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back. Exhale, Samasthiti. Open your legs into a V, go onto your toes, open your heels, and you go for this open hip position. This is to keep working on the internal and external rotation of your hips and the mobility. Now I would like to shift my weight to my right leg and I go for tree pose. This is more than enough. Here I bring the knee in, I lift my knee in. I'm very happy here. I don't have to go anywhere. Or I can grab the outside edge of the knee using the opposite hand and I go for a twist. This is more than enough. We don't have to go anywhere. Or you grab the big toe and you see if you can go for a twisting pose for 5. So I try to keep my vision on the camera That is why I'm not able to keep the pose. So I'm going to look back, which is going to be my drishti for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Sending the vision forward, releasing the legs. I don't know, comment below in the section if you are able to do this without doing all this dances. Go onto your toes, bring the heels together, bring the toes together. For the left side, inhale up, exhale down, inhale left leg back, holding your breath, other foot back, Ashtanga Namaskar, inhale cobra, exhale downward facing dog. Staying in downward facing dog and lifting your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips and looking under your armpit for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Scoil your hips. Swing the left leg between your hands. Adjust your legs to go for an ice pyramid. The intention is to go for twisted pyramid. Palms can be on the outside or on the top or on the inside, and you use shoulder to shoulder. And we stay there for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop your vision, planting the palms. And what we are going to do is inhale, bend both the legs and we send the front leg back. Vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale down, left foot forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back, exhale, Samasthiti. Open your toes, go onto your toes, open your heels, open hip position, and we shift our weight to the left. And if I'm here, I'm very happy. If I'm here, I'm very happy. If I can grab my big toe and I go for a nice twist, I go for a nice twist for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Send the vision forward, drop the foot, go onto your toes, bring the heels together, bring the toes together, and we continue with our flow. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale right leg back, holding your breath, other foot back, exhale knee chest chin, inhale cobra, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes to the sky, swing the right leg between your hands and we prepare ourselves to go for warrior 3. Yeah. You shift the weight, lifting the upper body. Try to keep your hips squared and see if you can bring your hands in Anjali Mudra. And we stay here for 7, 6, 5, keep smiling, 4, 3, 2. Now I open my hips and I see if I can go for Chandrasana. Once I have my stability, I gently move my vision. And every time you fall, just let yourself know that progress is the mission and not perfection. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Unwinding yourself. Vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale down, right leg forward, other foot forward. Inhale, arms up, arch back, exhale, open your legs like a V, go onto your toes, open your heels and you go for a nice open hip position, shifting your weight to the right leg, lifting the left leg. And from here what we want to do is whatever leg is up, we wanted to, that it will be your left leg, we wanted to bring the left palm to grab your ankle and we wanted to go for Natarajasana, dancing Shiva's pose, wherever you are able to stay for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Gently releasing this leg. Going onto your toes, bringing the heel in, closing the leg. Again, this is very nice way to keep reminding the nature of our hips and the connection it has with our legs. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale left leg back, holding plank, exhale Ashtanga, inhale up, exhale downward facing dog. Left leg goes to the sky, swing the left leg between your palms and preparing ourselves for warrior 3 on this leg. Maybe some of us has to keep the leg palms down. Some of us can come here. Some of us can go here and some of us can arrive here. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Planting the palms, sending the front leg back, Vinyasa, inhale up, exhale down, left foot forward, other foot forward, inhale, arms up, arch back, exhale, Samasthiti. Open your legs like a V, go onto your toes, open your leg, and we shift the weight to the left leg, and we bring the right hand to grab your right ankle, and we go for Natarajasana on the other side. Release the foot, go onto your toes, bring the heels together, toes together, and staying here for a nice quick second. Finding this mobility, open your legs like a V, go onto your toes, and now look at your feet. Make a look, put the big toe down, lift all the toes, make a lot of gap, and see how much wider it can go with a nice pelvis. Engage glutes, engage thigh, open your heart, relaxing your face, have a smile in your face for Tadasana, mountain pose. The anatomical neutrality that becomes possible to us by having a mobile, strong, flexible and stamina enriched legs. I hope you had a very good work. As usual, I always tell people that you should do many times if you are intending to do this practice. For a beginner, you can stop here. For a bit of an intermediate, go rewind to the place where we started and you do the whole flow one more time. Because the attention span of people are getting limited, my intention through this long format video is also to break that barrier, that limitations. So please do come back to this point once you have done the second time as we start our cooling down. Before we cooling down, definitely I'm going to do some practices of Kalaripayattu that helps us to have a strong body. So for this we are going to we start with toes touching, heels touching position. In Kalaripayattu, we have the concept of open hip position. Open your toes, go onto your toes, open your heels out and now square the leg. So this is more wider than the norm that we normally do. And we push our hips back and we go for Gajavadivu elephant pose. This is Neeta Kalchuvadu. If you are a Kalari practitioner, you might know the difference. If you are doing in a mat, the width of the mat is the width of your open hips. Yeah. So we wanted to push the hips back in Gajavadivu or Neeta Kalchuvadu. And we come up. We go one more time. And we come up. And to continue with the leg mobility using Kalaripayattu, the left leg stays stays forward, right leg goes up, and we wanted to go lift the leg, bend the leg, and we bring it in, and we go for the other side. You know, there is only 2 steps that you can do. The third step, you go and you twist to go bring it back. This is just to increase the mobility of your leg. The intention of Kalaripayattu at some point with a nice open hip and a strong leg is to do this. You wanted to get that sound when you are hitting the hands, and that may not be possible. So join our mobility and Karlakattai Kalaripayattu class to continue with that conversation. One more time, we stick to asanas today by pushing the hips back, and we are going to be in Nita Kalchivade or Gajavadivu for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Planting the palms, go onto your toes, drop your hips down, and you are in Indian squat, Malasana. Use the hand to push your knee out. Try to keep your spine as straight as possible, relaxing your face, and inhale and exhale. And from here, the intention is to come to sitting position to do the cooling down. We have done a good work with our legs, so we can go for nice stretches of our legs. We start by relaxing the legs. We bend the right leg, interlock your fingers and find your sitting bones. If you need to move your glutes muscles around, move your glute muscles around. Try to keep your back straight, pushing the legs forward and up. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend that leg at the level of your knee. Bring that foot to the inner crease of your opposite leg, hand if that is possible. And we bring that foot to the inner thigh and we go for Janu Shirasasana, head to knee pose. Inhale, axial extension, twist to the side where the leg is open. Whatever leg is straight, that hand grabs the wrist of the other hand if that is possible. Inhale halfway and exhale, chin to your knee for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, inhale, full way head up and coming out. This leg stretches out and bring both the legs together. And we bend the left leg, interlock your fingers, go onto your sitting bones, move your glute muscles if you need to. And with the back straight, we are going to start straightening this leg towards the sky. Always keep a smile, because if you can take time off to work on your body, recognize and remember that maybe you are one of the top 5%, 10% of the people who could do this, and that deserves a smile. And also that recognize the hard work that you are doing for the rest of the time to make this time for yourself. Gratitude, my friends, takes us very, very long time, long way. And you see this nature, this beauty that we have around us is created by the karma yogis of Auroville. And please do come here not only to experience Raja Yoga asana practices with me, but also to enjoy this beauty around us. And from here, you are going to bring the leg to the inner thigh of the right foot. Janu Shirasasana on the other side. Inhale up. Exhale. Flex forward. Inhale and exhale. Stay as long as possible. Inhale, halfway head up. Exhale, flex forward, coming up, sending both the legs up, and we prepare ourselves for Paschimottanasana, sitting forward bend. Inhale up. Again, don't go with a collapsed heart. Go with an open heart. Exhale. Maybe you are here and that's the perfect place to be. Maybe you are here, interlocking the fingers. Inhale up. Exhale. To a counter pose. I release the hand, bend my leg, and we go for a nice table toe. And we drop the hips, releasing the leg. If all of us will go in all four, because today we have done a lot with the standing, so we need to know how life is upside down as well, so that our legs can get stronger on the other side. I do a simple headstand so that all of us can follow, and if you are comfortable in doing a headstand in your own home, you do this. But all of us starts by dropping the elbow. You have the palm width, interlock your fingers, and you go for dolphin push-ups to warm up your shoulders, shoulder blades. If you feel feared, drop the head and have a bit of pressure on your neck, and this is a beautiful headstand. I'm going to remove this hand to see how this looks like. So the intention is that I'm putting some weight on my head, and that is what is needed. Headstand is to bring a bit of a pressure on the head. If you can do this like this, then it's already a good headstand. If you like to push some weight, lift the knees, and you recognize that the weight of your on the head increased manifold. And then if you like to challenge yourself, then go for headstand. And when the time is right, going through a child pose. If you have not done headstand, it is good that you will stay in child pose, or the simple headstand that we did. And we are going to start our inversions and cooling down. Lie down on your back. And we start by figure 4 stretch. Bring your right leg on top of your left thigh. Right hand goes between your thighs. Left hand comes from the outside. Interlock your fingers and give yourself a very nice hug. Now, when the time is right, grab your right big toe using your right fingers. Drop the left foot to the mat and you start straightening the right leg towards the sky. If you know that if you cannot straighten the leg completely, by grabbing the toes, release the toes and grab your calf muscles or to the back of the thigh. The intention is that we would like to keep this leg as straight as possible. Once you have this stability, see if you can release the other leg, toes in flexed position. See if you can lift the top head and bring the chin towards your knee or in the direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop your head down and drop the leg. to the side and looking to this side. Keep your hands on the hips so that your hips are not lifting like this. Try to keep the hips engaged and squared. Now send the leg up, bend that leg, bring that foot to the on the top of the other thigh and go for a nice twist at the level of your waist. And once your shoulders are stuck to the mat, you are not lifting the shoulders, and you start looking to the opposite of your knees. And breathe longer and deeper. And gently unwinding yourself when the time is right, bending both the legs, make a hands in cactus and drop your knees to one side and other side to release any stress and strain from the lumbar back. And we prepare for the figure 4 stretch on the left foot. Bring the left leg on top of your right thigh, left hand goes between your thighs, right hand comes from the outside, interlocking your fingers and give yourself a very nice hug. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. There is no need to hold the breath. And I'm going to grab my left big toe using my left fingers. I drop my right leg down until I feel stability to release this leg to the sky. Maybe I'm going to use both the hands to grab my calf muscle or to the back of my thigh, and that's perfectly fine as well. Once you have the mobility, flexibility, stretch the other leg and see if you like to bring your upper body up, always with a smile, with the joy of showing up. Drop the upper body. For some of us, if you cannot drop the foot with straight leg, bend that leg and grab the back of your thigh. That is a good place to be. And look to the opposite side of your leg or knee for 20, 19, beautiful. And lifting the leg to the sky, bend that leg on top of your thigh and you go for a twist. And gently unwinding yourself, bending both the legs, bringing the wide part of your feet, and we gently go for reverse butterfly. And drop the knees to the outside, keep the hands to the inner thigh. Bring the knees together, plant the foot down. From here, the intention is to go for shoulder stand, halasana, karnapidasana, makshayasana, and we continue from there. For some of us, lifting this leg and grabbing the back of the thigh is already a very nice place to be. If you are in the special times of the month, you listen to your body, women. You have all the power to decide what is good for you and your body on that particular time, and you listen
and enjoy that practice. No amount of you cannot do this, you cannot do that can tell you what to do and what not to do. So listen to yourself in Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. Drop the legs to the back of your head in Halasana when the time is right. From Halasana, drop the knees to both sides of your ears, releasing the hands. Like if you can go for Padmasana here. And from here, gently unwind yourself and you go for Makshayasana. I'm going to do Makshayasana today with Padmasana, and you can do it without the Padmasana as well. Lift your head and drop your head to the back. Unwinding yourself, releasing any stress in your body. And from here, we are going to go for Anantabalasana for 5 to 7 breaths. If you feel that some poses will make this practice complete for you, stop this video and go for your own playtime. You deserve it. You showed up until the end of the class, so you really deserve to have your playtime. If you feel you're done with the day, releasing yourself into Shavasana. Let your toes pointed outwards. Let your palms go to the side of your body. Relax your face muscles. Relax your jaws, chin, cheek. Relax your tongue, face muscles. And you continue your relaxation. You stay lying down. I'll come to a sitting position to guide you for the rest of the practice. And as we continue with our Shavasana, I invite you to bring your focus to the long, deep inhalations and exhalations. And every inhalation and exhalation, switch from sympathetic to parasympathetic. Arrive into the growth and repair aspect of your system. Relax your arms, relax your toes, heels, calf muscles, ankles. Relaxing your knee joints, thighs, hips, pelvis, perineum. Relax your whole body. Your whole body is relaxed. And as the nature of sound of nature takes over the silence for the next few minutes, allow your mind to settle into your body. Bring out this inner santosha, your decision to be happy. If you do this practice during the beginning of the day or towards the end of the day, all of you will gain what you are needing at that point. Like a sun coming up, flower takes its version of its energy, wind takes its version of the energy, water receives the energy of the sun in a different way, and ants and insects suffer from the same sunlight. Similarly, an asana practice is like a sun. You take what is needed out of that for yourself. And as you know me, I'm an advocate of mobility, flexibility, strength and stamina of your body so that you can stay healthy and strong for a very long time. You're welcome to pause this video for longer Shavasana. There is going to be silence or the music of nature for the next few minutes. And in a few minutes, let's come to a sitting position in silence for next few minutes. And when the time is right, gently start wriggling your toes, moving your fingers, rotating your head towards right, lift, bring the legs together, interlock your fingers and stretch. Give yourself a very nice stretch and find yourself in a nice seated position. And we bring our hands in Anjali Mudra, thanking ourselves for being here. And let's begin and end sessions with an Om. Inhaling. Bringing the hands to the third eye, the seat of intuition between your eyebrows. Bringing the hands to the level of our heart, preparing your palms, and bring the warm palm to your closed eyelids for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands, opening the eyes. Thank you for watching and joining us for one more video. Normally my videos, when I do a class in Auroville, my class is around 75 minutes, 90 minutes mostly, because I also add eye yoga, neck yoga and a bit detailed warm-up. So I suggest you to watch our videos on eye yoga and neck yoga, and you can do this one after the other. Maybe the next time I'll give you the full format video of 90 minutes so that you can understand what is the basics that I would like to include. And if you feel that 90 minutes is too much of a time to spend on yourself, please do rethink your lifestyle and life quality, because you deserve a 90 minutes of self-love, self-practice and self-time, so that you can have a healthy, happy body. And with a healthy, happy body, the mind settles in and the soul nourishes. Thank you. One more time, as usual, the normal advertisement of subscribe, share. If you enjoyed this practice, I'm sure that you would like to share it with your friends, family and others to join. Create a community of people so that you can do these videos together, so that not only you create a healthy, happy society as well. The most selfless act that you can do for this world. Signing off here from Auroville, Bala, Nandri, Vanakkam.